Welcome back to my channel, TLCKP. And if you're new, hi, I'm Tammy, and we are a family of 5 on a journey to pay off just over £20,000 worth of debt using cash stuffing, budgeting, all that good stuff, savings challenges, all that good stuff to help us do it. So, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing our August budget walkthrough. So our August budget has literally just started 2 days ago, so we're on the 10th of August now. But I have not got around to this basically. So here we are today. So this budget runs from the 8th of August to the 7th of September. So I'm going to just zoom you in a little bit just so you can see a little better. There we go. Right. So week one, I run my budget over 4 weeks. That is just the way we do things. That's just the way I just find it easier that way. So it works out about 8 days for the first 3 weeks and then whatever's left for the 4th week. I think this time runs from the 1st to the 7th, so it is about 8 days. So we are doing, the first week runs from the 8th to the 15th, second week the 16th to the 23rd, third week is the 24th to the whatever, usually the 30th or either the 1st or the 31st, dependent on the month, and the 4th week is the whatever's left basically. So in this case it's the 1st to the 7th of September. So the way I do our budget is I run it based on we receive universal credit. One moment. Right, apologies about that, I was in the wrong track, the wrong sheets. I need to show you my NatWest one first. So we have basically, our income gets paid into my NatWest bank account, and then I transfer over to Monzo whatever we're going to want to withdraw or spend and that kind of thing, and save and all that kind of stuff. And NatWest is just for basic bills and things like this that are already coming out of it. Anyway, so the weeks are the same on both. So like I was just about to say, the way I do our budgets is we get universal credit as our main income, and that comes in on the 8th. So I run our budget from the 8th of the month to the 7th. So on the 8th, we're going to get universal credit. So again, let's get my pen, make it easier. We're going to get universal credit in, and that will be around, that will be 2,183.17. On the 11th, we'll get carer's allowance in. That's for hubby. He is my full-time carer, and that is £333.20. That is for weekly. Universal credit, like I said, is monthly. And then we get child benefit on the 12th, which is a Tuesday, and we get that weekly, and that is £43.30 for 2 children. My eldest daughter no longer lives at home. Obviously, she's still our child. We still budget things for her. Anyway, so we're not expecting a rollover at all. Anyway, so we're expecting an income of £2,559.67. Then we're going to send £1,779.50 over to Monzo, and the leftover just stays in NatWest. Then TV license will go out for £15. Our electric bill will go out on the 11th for £135. We do have an electric car, so we put more money into our electric bill just because it's like fuel for us, like petrol and diesel. So we pay more on our electric bill. Our choice, we just choose to do that. Then also on the 11th, obviously we'll send a £333.20 from carer's allowance over to Monzo, and the £43.30 on the 12th. NatWest charges, because I have an overdraft and I pay £2 a month for my rewards account. So I allow £10. It hasn't been that amount for a long time, but I like to leave that in there just to give a little buffer. And I always round up on the things that are coming out. So TV license is actually 15, but yeah. Sky, that is £5. That should come out on the 14th. We don't have actual Sky. We have like Freeview Sky, but we get to keep our Skybox for that. And so we still get to do the pause, record, that kind of thing on live TV only. But that's fine. And that is about £5. That is £5, sorry. Postcode lottery on the 14th. That is £12.25, but like I said, I round it up. So yeah, so we've got a buffer in there for the overdraft or whatever else. And then council tax on the 15th, £39. So we do get council tax benefit, but that is our share that is left over after the council tax benefit. So after all of that, we will have 186.67 left, which yep, is what we'll tend over into week 2, which runs from the 16th to the 23rd of August. On the 18th, which I can't remember that will be a Monday, I think, as it's August. Yeah, that will be a Monday. It'll be 441.60. So the budget obviously starts on the Saturday. And that is coming from my PIP. So I get higher rate PIP. I get, I also have higher rate mobility. So but I don't get the money for that. I have a car instead. But yeah. And I will take you on the journey with us when we get our new car, which is not going to be for a while because we just got it last year. So we get one every 3 years. So it'll be 2027 now. So got a bit of a wait for it to come car shopping, but yes. And then on the 19th, the Tuesday, we'll get child benefit in for 43.30, and then obviously the rollover 186.67 gives us 671.57. Then on the 18th, got my pen, I'm not used to it. We'll send over the PIP money. Then on the 19th, the child benefit money. Then on the 20th, Sky Mobile, so that is my tablet here. And Big K's phone will go out. Then Big C, her phone bill is actually in my name. She just gives me the money and I just pay that in when she gets paid. Yes, and that totals 586.40, leaving us 85.17. We don't have anything else go out of NatWest. We don't save in NatWest or anything like that. Week 3 runs from the 24th to the 31st. It's a 31-day month. It's always July and August. Always the 31-day month. It's very annoying. Makes budgeting slightly easy when I'm changing these. But yeah. Anyway, so child benefit will go in on the 26th. So, again, it will start on the Sunday, the 24th, and then on Tuesday, the 26th, we'll get 43.30, and that's what we're expecting in, apart from Big C's 47 for her Monzo. She's also wanted a iPad tablet, so I can't remember if I already added that on, but I do need to do that once I know the dates which that's going to come out. So yeah. So that will give us 175.47 coming in total. And then we'll send 43.30 on the 26th over to Monzo. And then my phone bill will go out of 47 something. So I'll allow 48 around about the 29th. Which is 91.30 total, leaving us 84.17 going into week 4. Which runs from the 1st to the 7th of September. Excuse this is how I used to do things, but yep. It's just easier. But yeah, anyway, so on the 2nd, but there is a bank holiday in August, but I believe it's the last Monday in August, which yes, is the 31st. Sorry, it's the last Monday, which is the 25th. But we don't have anything going in on the 25th. We just have the child benefit going on the 26th. So, yeah. So, it's quite weird because it's nearly a week before the end. But the 31st is a Sunday. So, yeah. So, week 4 obviously begins on the Monday, the 1st. And then we've got child benefit going on the 2nd of 43.30 with the rollover of 84.17. It's not going to let me do that, no. Giving us 127.47, 743.30 to Monzo on around about this on the 2nd. Then gas bill will go out on the 6th of 35. And our we have our internet through Vodafone. Really good, really recommend. We have the Pro internet version. We get like 900 and something megabytes internet. It's very, very good. I like it, love it. It's reliable as well, which is the main thing. And we have like a little like a mesh networky thing that Vodafone do, and it was part of it. And so we have that part upstairs in the bedroom, so it's really good. So it gives us good internet like everywhere in the house. And we pay $44.50. That might be 45 now. I need to check that. But yeah. Anyway, so that's 122.80, which should leave us, well, we should have more than this, but £4.67, but we'll see. And that will go into the buffer for the overdraft. So we shall see, or anything random that goes over bill slightly more, like my phone bill or something. Anyway, so one moment and I'll just go over to Monzo. Okay, right, so Monzo, obviously same dates. So this first week runs from the 8th to the 15th. We've obviously got the money sent over from Universal Credit coming in on the 8th. The 11th is, that's Carer's allowance, and on the 12th is John Benefit. That's it. We're not expecting anything else. Nothing from Tiny P that week. Yeah, no, nothing for that week. And BK is getting paid, so we're expecting this money to come in on the 14th. Then that would give us 2,206. Then on the 8th, we've got our rent going out of 659.28. And then the RBS minimum payment, RBS credit card, which I'll pay around the 9th, which will be $27.98. Ulster card, these two are both in my name, $29.78. That old Cabo debt is £15. Still in conversations with them. They like to rush to get money out of you, but they're not in a hurry to answer queries that you have. Anyway, Now TV Boost I think that's to get the HD channel, so we don't watch it in SD, and that's £6. Should come out around the 11th. My Monzo, well, that says plus, but I think it's perks actually now. It used to be plus. Come out around the 11th also, and that's £7 a month. And then MBNA minimum payment, hopefully this will be the last month for that one, and that'll be 35. That is what I've budgeted anyway. Gives us a total of 780.04, leaving us 1,425.96. Then we have, this is for 2 weeks worth of groceries, is 150, so 75 a week. Week 1 challenges will be 250. Don't forget this money is purely goes towards our debt. So this is why it's a higher amount. We're drawing cash, £80 for drink. That covers all drinks throughout the month for everybody, alcohol, non-alcohol, etc. Coffee, milk, not hubby's milk-free cereal. But if I get milk for my coffees and things like that for drinks, then that will come out of that. Eating out, we allow 80, and then that will give it. That also covers takeaway coffees and things like this, takeaway drinks and things. Anyway, that is a total of £560, which is so much. But that's because 250 of that is the savings challenges. Yeah, that's why. Anyway, and that is 2 weeks worth of groceries there too. So that leaves us 865.96. Then I can get to the right bit. Here we go. Then we come over to this. We are doing £95 into Centre Parks. That is because we are finishing it in week 1. So yay. That'll be done. So we'll have fully saved that. So we can start booking activities at the end of August. So that'll be great. Gifts for 2 weeks. So that would have been 2 weeks worth. But I think, if I remember rightly, I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to be stuffing that in week 1. So for 2 weeks worth of gifts, it's £30, so £15 per week. Medical is monthly, that is £10. Personal, that is £5 in week 1 and 2 for me and hubby, that's the 20. And then £6 for the kids, so £3 each. And then home is 40, so that is £35 in week 1 and then £5 for week 2, which totals 201. Leaving us 664.96. Nothing going to debt because we are doing that in. Obviously, we've got the minimum payments, and but obviously we're doing that as savings challenges, and then £5 going into the emergency fund, leaving us £659.96 to take over to week 2. So just before I go, let me just zoom out a bit so you can. Oh dear me. Right, there we go. Hopefully you can still see that. So this is just my cash breakdown for week 1. You can see we are stuffing 15 into hubbies, which will give them 40. We're stuffing 95 into centre parks, which will fully stuff it, and Tiny P will have £4 in her account, in her pot. So yeah, so we are doing, and we don't know what Big K will be saving until he gets paid on the, I believe that's the 14th, yes. So, yeah, so 75 into groceries, 80 into drink, 35 home, 15 gifts, 95 centre parks, £5 for me, 5 hubby, nothing for Tiny P yet. That will be in week 2. Subscriptions, it's nothing. I don't know why that one's still there. It just messed up with my equations I've got done here. Big K, we do, medical is 10. Big K, we don't know yet. Challenges is 250. Oh no, that will be 245. I have £5 to go elsewhere. And then that is total of 570 for us. Okay, so now we are looking at week 2. So let's just zoom you in. So week 2 running from the 16th to the 23rd of August. On the 18th, we've got 441.60, that's PIP. The 19th, 43.30, that'll be from Child Benefit. Roll of 659.40, we'll be bringing in £5 from Tiny P because I'll be stuffing that in cash. Gives us a total of 1149.30. Then, not much bill-wise that week. We've got YouTube Premium going out of 20. Netflix going out of $12.99 on the 22nd. And Cricket was supposed to go out on the 22nd, but I paid that in full. I'm just repaying where I borrowed the money from, basically. So I need to repay that into that. Right, so that gives us a total of £40.97, so not a lot. Giving us £1,108.33p. Nothing in groceries because we've accounted for the cash in week 1. 250, 245 it will be. One moment. Sorry, hubby realised that I was doing something wrong, basically. I hadn't accounted for something. So our leftover for week 1 was 659.96. So yeah, yep. And I was talking rubbish. It was 250 that I needed to do. But anyway, it's just that I need to take £5 out of that to put into, I'm putting that into school, just to keep that topped up at the moment. Anyway, so that leaves us 1108.89. Groceries, we would have accounted for the money in week 1. Just the 250 in challenges, which gives us 858.89. Then we've got just the £6 going in the kids' personal, so £3 in each, leaving us 852.89. Nothing into debt, obviously. £5 into the emergency, giving us 847.89 as a leftover for week 2. In the cash breakdown, we've got 360, so 75 going into groceries, £5 into home, £15 into gifts, £5 into me, hubby, and Tiny P, and Big K must have just left there. Right, yep. So we'll be stuffing Sister 2 in week 2, and Tiny P will have £2 left in her on her Monzo pot. Okay. So yep. Right. So then week 3. Let's just see if I've. That's not right. I don't know why that says that. One moment. Apologies, I made a mistake with my workings. Anyway, so week 3 runs from the 24th to the 31st of August. We've only got Child Benefit coming in for 43.30. Got a rollover of 847.89. Tiny P, again, it will be £5 bringing in. Big K gets paid on the 28th. And then, yes, 28th, he gets paid every 2 weeks. And then that gives us 987.69 going in as a leftover, what we have. Totals. And then we've got Club Card Plus going out on the 26th for £7.99. That is for Tesco's. So we get 2 10% off shops per month when we spend over £40. So that's helpful. And we also get 10% off like their own brand, like nappies, clothing, that kind of stuff, like that kind of stuff, basically. So yeah, so I managed to get a big case of socks today, and they came down. They were in the sale for £5 anyway, and then when I scanned the scan shop thing, even though we do pay by cash, see at the tills, I still use the scan shop for my club card, just so we know we can keep a track of everything. It's helpful with budgeting, so we can keep a track on how much we're spending and how much things cost and things like this. Anyway, so when I scanned it, because obviously you have to scan your club card to use one of them, it just came up as £4.50, so that was good. So with using the scan shop and cash, we just go to the basket tills, basically the like the normal self checkouts, and we just scan it, and then yeah, and go from there. So obviously we've already packed it in our bags, and if someone needs to check through it, they do. Although that does annoy hubby because they've ruined his packing, bless him. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, so I still use the scan self checkout basically, and the scanner shops. So yeah, you can still use that with cash. Anyway, you just have to use a cash and card till instead of just card only. Right, so then on the 28th, around then, we've got hubby's phone bill going out of £32.35, which I believe is correct. Could be wrong with that. I need to double check these numbers from last month. But anyway, then we've got our water bill go out. This is our water in and water out now. It used to be just the water. They used to be separate, but now they're together. Then on the 28th, we've got our home insurance going out of £22.16. We've actually got that through Admiral. It's actually quite good. We pay a lot less now than we did years ago when we did it through Motability themselves, their own provider. So yeah, I wanted to give back something to the charity. Obviously, Motability is a charity. And I'd be lost without my car. It's the one thing I can do that I don't need anyone's help with. Yeah, I need help getting in and out of the car, but I can still drive without anyone's help. So yeah, I love it. Absolutely love driving. My body doesn't love it after a while, but I do. My brain does. Anyway, so on the 28th, we've got Microsoft 365 of £8.49. If you can hear the beep, and excuse that, I need to connect to my TPN, so that's why they're doing that. Hubby set it up for me. And then we also need to pay the M&S card, which should be around £88.53 minimum. That's bill total of £207.58, leaving us £780.17. Then we've got 2 weeks of groceries, cash, £150, and then challenges, £250. Obviously, £5 will go towards school, giving us a total of £400. Leftover of £380.17. I know this is envelopes and sinking funds, but don't worry about that, basically. Anyway, then we've got we've finished Centre Park, so I don't need to worry about that. So that will be not in my September budget. You won't see Centre Parks in that. And we've got 2 weeks of gifts. That's £15 per week, so £30. Nothing in medicals. That's a monthly. £26 for personal. For the 2 weeks, so £5 each for 2 weeks for me and hubby, so that's the 20 plus the £3 a week. £3 each for the kids for 1 week, because that's digital. And then £10 for home for 2 weeks. It's £5 a week. £6, leaving us £314.17. £5 in the emergency fund, leaving us £309.17. And then the cash, break it down, is again £360. That's 75 groceries, £5 home, £15 gifts, £250 that I'll draw in cash, and £5 will go to school for challenges. £5 each for me, hubby, and Tiny B also. And because obviously we don't know because he hasn't got that yet, so we won't know how much he's being paid. Then week 4 runs from the, just zoom in a bit. Week 4 runs from the 1st to the 7th of September. Just having child benefit going that week on the 2nd for $43.30 with the life rollover of $309.17 gives us $352.47. And that week we've just got Omaze going out for $15. I was right, they had put that price up, I think I said that last month, but yes, they had. Now TV itself is $9.99, which goes out on the 5th. And I'm paying $90, I believe, to Barclaycard on the 6th. Which gives us a total of $114.99, leaving us $237.48. We've got $2.25 going into challenges that week. £6 leaving us £12.48. £6 going to the kids, leaving us £6.48. And then, whatever's left. So there should be around about £6.48, and that'll all be going into the emergency fund, leaving us absolutely zero. That is how I like to finish a month, with zero. So the cash breakdown for that week is less. So we've got 330 in total. So we've got 75 going into groceries, £5 home, 15 into gifts, 225 into challenges, although it will be 220. I think is what I said. Yeah, 225. So 220 going into the challenges, and that will be condensed, put into paid towards our debt. Anyway, so £5 to me, £5 to hubby, and $3.30 for cash. And that week will be on my mum's birthday, which is in January, so we'll be doing all right there. We don't have, mine is in, we've got birthdays coming up, so my nephew's is Tuesday, next Tuesday, so the 13th. The middle sister, so my sister who's 11 months younger than me, her birthday is at the end of August, the very end. So it is just around here in week 3 for us. Then my birthday in middle of September, and then hubby's birthday middle of October, and then we haven't got anything to December. And then it's busy from January to February. So December to February is very busy for us. We've got lots and lots of birthdays, so yeah. Including Big K obviously turning 18 in December, and Big C, she'll be 21 in February. So yeah, big birthdays, lots of money going to birthdays in the next few months for sure, so we can make sure we can afford them all. Anyway, so I do hope this has been helpful. If you've got any questions on anything I spoke about today, then please do comment down below. I also have my email address down below as well, in case you want to reach out to me that way. I believe my Etsy shop is also listed, as is my Instagram and my Facebook page. Yep. I've also got a link to Prolific linked in there. That's the survey site that I use. It is not a referral link or anything. I don't know anything out of it. It's just a link to join the waiting list. I will say that hubby joined them about 2 or 3 months ago, and he's still waiting to hear anything. So they've obviously currently got a long waiting list. When I joined back in 22, they had a very long waiting list. Then it was about 6 months. So yeah, but it is great. It's a great little earner, and they just pay out to PayPal. So yeah, just a nice little extra coming in if you need to earn some extra money. And you can figure out what they're paying per hour as well, because they do tell you. Not great at the weekends, because obviously the researchers have got to be in the office to be able to send out the surveys. So yeah. But anyway, I digress quite a lot. But anyways, thank you so much if you've made it to the end of this video. I will be obviously running I think I've mentioned it quite a few times before. I'll be running a 250 subscriber giveaway. So do make sure you like and subscribe this video if you aren't already, to be in with a chance of winning that 250 subscriber giveaway. Also my 250th sale on Etsy, I will also be doing a 250th sale, so my 250th order, I will also be doing a giveaway for that too, so I will include some extras. So with regards to Etsy, I have lots of things on their way. I know I've said that for a while, but I promise you, I'm just awaiting. I've just got to laminate, take pictures, do listings, and I will do a video and launch, basically. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you again soon in my next one. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.